Today I'm going to show you what's going on the homestead. Let's go! I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress, then sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. I want to talk about my little chicken coop here, which is so cute. I love this thing. Even though I'm building it slowly, I'm almost getting more ideas as I build. So, which is going to just make it even cuter. Okay, so I added these rafters, I call them. So I have a little overhang right here. I think that's going to give it a little style and make it look so cute. And the more I work on it and kind of hang out on this area, and it's so funny, look what's coming behind us. The chickens come over. They just seem to love this area as well with the little tree. If you could just kind of do a little, I want to do like a little 180 so people can just see how cute the area is right here with the little chicken coop and everything. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna look at the bottom of my stairs. I want to show you what project I'm working on. I love when I get these ideas in my head and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to do it. And it's kind of a big project and I start working on it and I'm just like, it starts turning out exactly how I pictured it in my mind. So over here, I wanted to have, you know, these like paver stones, they're called, right from coming down from the stairs. So I'm going to do another row. I just was working on it today and it's a lot of work to like dig the grass out, go get those stones, put them in my truck, drive them over here and get them out. So these are the recycled ones that I had tons of. So let me point out one thing though to people. These are tipped, as you can see, and some people want to be like, oh, it's not flat, it's not straight, but you never want to tip anything where water is running to your house, towards your house. So just give it a little tip away and, you know, just live with it. You know, you got to think of the health of your whole house. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to keep working on this though, and it's going to eventually come out to here, but you can see I made the corner with the cement blocks. That's gonna all be pavers, a courtyard. Future dreams. Okay, so I've been working on this garden because it is so hard to take all the grass out of it. This grass on this property, as you can see, is well established grass. So the roots are so long on this grass, which is great for grass, but if you want to get rid of it to do a garden, it's so hard to dig it out. But I finally, at first I'm like, this garden doesn't look too big until I start digging the grass out. And I'm like, oh, I made a big garden. But now that it's done, I'm like, it doesn't look that big now. So I'm planting flowers here. A friend of mine gave me these little, they're perennials, not annuals. They last all the way into the frost. The frost will kill them, and then they'll come back. All right, so that's that, and I just have to add this. Do you see the little chicken divots there? I come out after working in my garden and look over the edge. 4 of those hens laying on their sides getting a dust bath. Get out of the garden! I gotta put up a sign. Oh, Murphy! Come on. Murphy. He's like, I'm a garden cat now. Come on. Look at his face. He's so spoiled. He's like, don't tell me no. Get out of there. I have some new additions to the homestead, and I'm over the moon happy with what I got because I've been wanting to do some meat birds, meat chickens, and that's what this white one is. I got 4 of those. Since I'm a beginner, I take my own advice and start small. I didn't go get 50 meat birds and think I'm going to butcher them all. So, and then on the right hand side here is a black Australorp chicken, which is my favorite breed of all time. I love chickens. I love all breeds. They're all cute, interesting, different. But the one that holds a special spot in my heart is the black Australorp. They're so sweet and so friendly and like gentle. They're like so gentle. I just love them so much. So I got 4 of each. And Bubby likes them. And she wants to be a mama so bad. But she's a little rough and tumble for these little ones. They didn't know what to think of her. It wasn't motherly thoughts. We had a big windy rainstorm, just rain. Every morning I came out, I would always look in Neil's bed to see if his hay was dry. And sure enough it was, and he'd have hay on his nose here and kind of on him, so he was all snuggled down in there. This is another big project I'm working on. And I was trying to burn stuff in this little barrel. I was like, forget it, I'm gonna go build a big pit that I can really fit bigger stuff in so I can burn it up faster because it takes forever. I was using this little burn barrel, but it just takes so long to burn in that. And I'm trying to break stuff up because it's burning and falling out. And I said, forget it. I just went and got these cement blocks that we had extra and built a bigger pit to fit this big stuff in. But it's a big project because I'm clearing all this side, not clearing, but cleaning up, trimming, picking up dead leaves. And as you can see, I've been trying to go over, kind of to the tree line and all the way down. And it doesn't look like much. You're like, oh, there's not much there. Till you start. And then you're just like, oh my God, it's just endless. So, okay, so that's what I'm doing with this. So this is another project. I love bouncing around from project to project to project. When I wake up, I'm just like, whatever I feel like working on and I feel enthusiastic about it, that's the project I'll go work on for the day. And then sometimes again in the evening, I'll do a little bit on something else. So, I have my circle garden, my other garden, my stairs. I have this project, and I'm gonna show you one more I'm working on. Let's go, it's a hike. I'm like, whew. We walked up here to the back of the property now. Okay, so I wanna make the horse pasture bigger because I had to bring it narrower. So I'm working on this project behind me and I'm getting these little trees down, clearing them out and all that, cutting them up. And of course now I have all this to burn, so that's why I need the gigantic burn pit. So eventually what I'm gonna do is go across here, and right there is gonna be the perfect grazing field for the horses. So that's my plan. And I had to dig deep and put those corner posts in and pound those other posts and run the line. And so up here is another big project, big physical project. And I already have more, I'm like more in line of what I want to do. When we moved here, there was nothing here. There's no fencing, nothing, except the little shed, which was, rickety little tool shed. And then the well, which was leaking like a sieve. I can't stand any appliance or well or hose or spigot that leaks. Can't stand it. I have to get it fixed. And the well did leak, and it kind of got worse and worse. And so just last week Scott fixed it. So we're like, whew, get that little job, check that one off the list. But I just wanted to give you an update and, just kind of show what a true homestead looks like, what the speed it goes. Yes, they have prefab homesteads, where you can just pay and have it all ready and just step right into it. But that's not what I'm talking about. What we're talking about is, the real deal, people just moving, doing as they can afford it and doing it themselves. A lot of it, maybe not 100%, but that's the kind of homestead we have. So I just wanted to give you a little update, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.